As we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. So here's the Charger offense making their way out. They'll be led out by the veteran quarterback out of NC State. It's Phillip Rivers.
I'm actually old enough to remember him hitting the league, and so many people are talking about his throwing motion at the time. A little bit unorthodox. No one talks about it anymore except in admiration. The ball gets to the target really well and usually with big production.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. I'm not sure exactly what they had planned for play number 1 from scrimmage, but I can guarantee it wasn't that interception.
No doubt about that one, because in their daydream, this was going to be a dream play to get things started. Instead, it turned into a nightmare for them.
Well, the drive starts with a completion left side, and they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Now Foles. And the catch made here by Marquise Lee. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. Now Foles off the play fake to Fournette. Man open is Keelan Cole, complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Tackle made by Adrian Phillips. On 2nd and 9, Foles. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 34-yard line.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker, can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Here's Foles. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that too, but it was a crossbar that said otherwise, and that'll deny him a shot at 3.
And now back out comes the offense. I guess you could say they're kind of fortunate to be in the position that they're in, able to host as a division champ, because it's really one of the weakest divisions in the NFL.
And there's often the discussion every time, right, that 4th seed, should they actually be hosting? Because sometimes it turns out that division winner has a lesser record than wild card teams that get in, and some people think that'd be a more fair way of doing things. But I got to tell you, I personally like it. The winning a division title, I don't care what the division, how it's ranked, it still means something to me, and I like the fact that they get to host.
I think that that's the reason you have the divisions. If you didn't just stack them all up and take the best 6 records, but there's a division for a reason. The champion hosts the first round.
And the first rule of thumb in building a team, build a team to win your division. Beat those teams first, then you go from there. And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
3rd and inches, just turn around, hand it to the big guy, and let him plow forward and pick up a first down. A lot of people think that the offensive line, they may almost take the play off because they got a big guy back there pushing forward. I think it actually works in reverse. I think they block harder because they love seeing that guy get the ball because he doesn't touch it very often.
They'll get only a couple down to the 44. There you see the starters defensively for Jacksonville. They were excellent a week ago in that victory over the Colts.
And while you can't actually see confidence rising in a unit, you can tell by this team, all right? Anytime you can tell your offense, hey, just get us a couple touchdowns. We got this thing locked down. That's when you know you're playing well and you're carrying your team along.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 24-yard line. A nice little completion there by Phillip Rivers. And you and I were reading the article yesterday, 5th grade. Rivers had to do a project where he had to make a poster about his dreams and aspirations. So he clipped out a football player from a magazine article and pasted his face on the helmet. That's what he wanted to be, and it turned out okay.
Not so bad at all. Remember, he's the son of a coach. And on that play, I think he made the old coach proud with that completion.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. Now Rivers, and this is complete. It's Allen. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row, I'm going to stay confident.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown from 6 yards away as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Michael Badgley on for the extra point. And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead. That time a 9-play drive. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Now pass there, complete to Westbrook. The reception good for 7. It's third down. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. To throw, Rivers. Open man is Cantrell. And he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
Set. Hey, Brown 80. Here we go, D. Get off the field. 40 seconds.
Rivers from the gun on 3rd down. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. On is the Chargers punter now. Back deep for the Jags, D.D. Westbrook. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. Looking left side, that's complete to Oliver. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down. Foles. He's got the hook up to Lee. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And his throw is incomplete. D.D. Westbrook, his intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. After the 2nd and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers 28. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. After 7-0 on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. Lee's got it over the middle. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. The Jags with their first opportunity in the red zone. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. Fournette, a first down, still going. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. From 17 yards out, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run, end result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Point after Lambeau up and good. And we are tied at 7. So that drive in total 8 plays. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And it was all finished off by the 17-yard touchdown run. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Gordon on first down. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Check 13. Check 13.
They run it here with Gordon. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Telvin Smith that time there to make the play.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. That was huge after being behind the chains on first down to make this second very manageable.
Yeah, how much pride do you have in an offense on first down to get that kind of yardage? Because it actually opens up your playbook on second down. You can run it, you can throw it, you keep a defense off balance. I like that phrase, staying ahead of the chains, and they're doing exactly that.
No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They tried to swing it out left into the flat, but the defense, they were very principled there.
Right? The offense, when they throw the ball, it's either going to be a touchdown or a check down, meaning they like to press it downfield. If they don't have it, swing it out, which is exactly what we saw there. But how about the great pursuit and tackle to make a nice play?
The throw over the middle, taken in. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. On play action, they'll throw. Finds his tight end Oliver here outright. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll look to throw here. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Desmond King there on the coverage. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. A carry now for McKissick. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. They're going to look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers 35.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
He's checking. Crash.
2nd and 10. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll set up to throw. He's got his tight end, Oliver. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
False start, offense.
That one going against the guard, Andrew Norwell. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now back to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Lee. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Foles. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Now Foles. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. D.D. Westbrook there to make the grab. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was the super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball out of the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that makes the score 14-7. That drive a long one, spanning 15 plays. And it results in a touchdown for Jacksonville. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Phillip Rivers now gears up to take the offense back out there. Charles, it's the 2nd quarter. Your team's losing. You're not playing well as the quarterback, but like I said, it's the 2nd quarter, so how worried right now are you?
You're concerned, but you're not panicked because you know there's still an opportunity. No one's excited about his stat line right now. 1 touchdown pass, okay, that's cool, but he's throwing an interception as well. Can he eliminate the mistakes and keep making the positive plays, the good plays? That's what they're looking for from him.
Time to find out if he can do just that. Rivers now finding Mike Williams. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. Rivers now 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys at 1st and 10. Rivers now firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Again, it's Rivers. Allen has it, left side. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they're marching off another 15 against your squad.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Following the penalty, here's Gordon. Still churning. Give him 3 on 1st down. A 2nd and 7. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. 9 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
Rivers, and it's caught. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal. 1 man in the backfield, that's Gordon, 2nd and goal. Now Rivers. Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. 2 yards on the touchdown there, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself, no reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be taken short. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
Encroachment, defense.
So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Here's Foles. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. To throw again on 2nd down. Foles. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 4.
Ball start, offense.
We got 4. Watch them.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. After the false start, sets up a 3rd and 9. Looking to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. A new life now following the late turnover. Maybe a chance for points here before the break.
Yeah, pretty nice situation they find themselves in because they're really maybe one completion away from giving their kicker a shot, and that gives them a chance to get some points up on the board.
Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Throwing again on 2nd down. Rivers over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 18. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And right side, Henry's got it. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. To throw is Rivers. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. So we're at halftime. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Nick Foles gearing up again here to go on offense. And he's had some time to chew on that interception he threw on his last drive back in the first half.
Well, normally we say you want to get him right back out on the field and play again, right? But as you mentioned, had the halftime, had to stew about it a little bit. Maybe he'll have a chance to relax a little and kind of laugh and chuckle and let it go.
He'll hope to respond positively here to start the third quarter.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Foles. And that's off the mark, incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play. And just like that, it's third down. This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch, just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9. Back to throw here. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. We'll step aside and come back to Carson after this. Here's Logan Cook now as he'll punt it away for the second time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. Now a pass here, caught by Hunter Henry, and able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, first down. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate, as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Black 15.
On 3rd and 1, here's Rivers, and it's complete. Henry, and he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
At first glance, I thought he just used his size in order to win the route, but he also had a little subtle move in there as well. Made the defender think he was going one direction and was able to track the ball in another.
Rivers to throw it. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Calais Campbell just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back, Gordon. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that. The nickel look, 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then? You take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
11 more on that one and another first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
On second down, it's Gordon, and he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. From the gun, Rivers. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it different.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up, a live ball, and nothing but daylight ahead. 20, 10, 5, and they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. As his guys are in for 6, as his guys are able to regain the lead. We talk about it a lot. One of the dangers of the long field goal, you got to kind of hit it low and drive it. That makes it susceptible to a block here. Not only do they block it, they return it.
And how about how well they did on the return, where they didn't create a penalty? Oftentimes in that type of a scrambling situation, someone will clip, someone will block below the waist, right? You name it. In this case, though, that didn't happen. They formed it up, and he took it all the way back for a touchdown.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Last time they had a little bit of a special teams breakdown. That field goal was blocked.
Yeah, and everything has to be precise in the kicking game. Snap, hold, kick. Obviously the blocking to keep people out. So what you really want to do is get in there and get 6 points and take the pressure off of those guys.
A running play here on 1st down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. Working out of the gun, Rivers. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Williams. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Rivers from the gun on 3rd down. And nowhere to get away. Rivers is dropped. The former All-Pro Marcel Darius drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Now a run. This is Alfred Blue. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle.
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
After the penalty, it's Fournette. Fournette is in trouble, and he goes down to the end zone. 2 points, that's a safety. Well, they're going to have some space here on the free kick.
You're exactly right about that. They just wish that they could have the free kick and not give up the 2 points.
After the safety, remember, they all football, and here's the free kick. Fielded at the 20. Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On 1st and 10, Rivers. To Gordon, out left. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Rivers now from the 50. He's going to look for Allen now. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Hey, you need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, get me the ball. I'm about to make a big play.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. This carry with the extra effort is going to get him stopped up just shy of the 10. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. On 2nd down and 4, Rivers sets up the screen to Gordon. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Phillip Rivers with his 3rd touchdown pass of the game. And the Chargers are going to retake the lead. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Hey, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, wherever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. And that is caught for the 2 points. So that effort gives him a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, that's really good strategy, because that's all you care. Not getting beat at this stage. At least give your team a fighting chance.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Gearing up for their next possession, Nick Foles and the Jags. How do you think he personally is evaluating his game so far? He was pretty good in the first half, been good so far here in the 3rd quarter. He's got to like it, right?
Not looking for the dramatics here. Not trying to set the world on fire in terms of stats. It's almost like you're driving. Hands at 10 and 2, alert for anything out there, watching for trouble on the road, and making sure you get the team home.
The bus driver. See if he can drive the bus here again on this drive. They'll look to throw here. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. They will run it. It's McKissick. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll drop the throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Good contain. No gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down. So unable to get any yardage at all off of the screen there on 3rd down.
And ordinarily on 3rd down, that's when you want to bring pressure. You get all your guys who want to get after the quarterback. But how about the patience they showed? Read the play, snuffed it out, and made a nice stop.
And this is going to carry well into the for a touchback. And here now the offense heading back out there. And right now they're just looking for a little more cushion, trying to make this a 2-score game. Points here would go a long way, obviously, to propelling them into the next round.
And this is where the head coach, offensive coordinator, they've had to set a tone all year long about what they do on offense. So most teams want to stay in attack mode, but you have to do it with some bit of caution, don't you? because you can't come away with no points. You need these points here in order to feel a lot better about where they are in this game.
But this time of the year, playoffs, game of this magnitude, this is what we hope for.
Yeah, it's exactly what we hope for. You want to run your offense cautiously, but not so cautiously that you just give it up.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Henry. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Rivers. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. Throw left side complete. That's Sims. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Now Rivers, under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Sacked by the outside backer, Telvin Smith. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think
he finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown. A 4th touchdown pass there for Phillip Rivers. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead.
Well, after another passing touchdown, I don't think it'd be an understatement to say that he's in the zone, and I believe he likes it.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it ends with the Chargers getting into the end zone. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Doesn't necessarily need a touchdown. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Keelan Cole, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the they have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily, fell incomplete.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing at the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Calais Campbell. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Throwing Rivers. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gordon. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That catch moves him over 100 yards now for this wild card game. And a 1st down as well. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a 20th carry, number 20 here for Melvin Gordon. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Play fake, Rivers. He completes it to Henry. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Rivers. He's going to rifle run deep left side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw again. Rivers got his man complete over the middle. That's Sims. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. They'll throw again. Rivers. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Good work, boys. Let's go.
Charles, all things considered, I guess that's not a critical miss at this stage, is it?
No, but still everything helps when you're trying to finish off a ball game. And you're right, not critical in terms of the scoreboard and the team, but the guy with the golden foot,
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Everson Griffin. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Here's Foles. He's going to go for a big play downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Keelan Cole, the intended target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd to a score deficit. Big plays.
Yeah, they just died out, didn't they? Forget trying to go downfield in small increments, the big one. But how about the defense playing situational football? What can hurt us most? The deep shot. They played it.
Find O'Shaughnessy open.
Here we go.
Pulled out the stops is now, and they can down. Down trailing in the 4th. They felt compelled to go. And then
Look, day sheet, I would have been out the games you need. You got done.
7 yards, the pickup. 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Jaguars here as we welcome you back. And defensively after having time to talk it over. Again on 2nd down. It's a here is tied in, and he's going to be stopped up right at Griffin. Foles, quick hit, it's complete. And down, but able to get it to their 3rd line. 11 yards there for Ville, and a first down as well. Of course, remember, field goal. And this is it. And that should Derwin J. Pick. And a big there as his get the football back. Now Gordon on 1st, and he is brought down at the 20, gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. They get the stop for a minute to go. Now to their notes as it comes exactly a minute to go in the football. Try and run it. Here's Gordon. That one going nowhere from the starts. The Jags to their timeouts with 5 remaining in the ball game. And a field 4 and just outside the 20-yard line. Chip is at the punt. Bars go on offense. First down and 10. Foles and down by 10. 50 seconds to go. They'll see the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he is met in his tracks behind the line. On second, it's Foles. Happy away and taken down. Melvin in there as that clock continues to run. Throwing incomplete. They needed 19. It's precise what they got. And by the length of a football, it's a first. So they'll come up first down from the 33. He'll throw deep down. That's it, and it falls incomplete. Chris Conley, the intended receiver. I'll bring up second down. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Be incomplete. And on out on football. Well, round still 3 to go to get to the ground in sports. But
terrific because they get to move on. Unfortunately, lost. Long off season ahead of them now.
So that'll us for my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men